How do you give back to yourself? So it may seem like an easy question, but the thing is like how many of us actually do it, right? I mean, that's the thing. Like we know how to fill ourselves back up again. We know what we need to do to make us feel more at balance and more at ease and just more freedom. But a lot of times we don't actually act upon it. And I am totally guilty of that as well. So this month where I teach has just been focusing on self-love and self-care and just giving back to yourself, filling yourself back up again so that, we feel a little bit more alive and feel more balanced and at ease, and we can recharge our batteries so that we have more to give. And ultimately, we do. I mean, before we can actually give love to anyone else, or not even love, just to be there, hold space for anyone else, we have to make sure that we are full and we are feeling good. And I'm finding, it's Feb, and already I feel like people are just so busy, stressed, and crazy. And it's only Feb. It's only February. And I think it's really a sign to really just, instead of just talking about what you need to do, actually make those changes just so that you can feel a little bit more full and feel a little bit more ease. And it's something I've been trying to practice as well. I mean, physically in the type of exercises and yoga that I do, but also just not doing too much and not feeling like I have to do that much. It's sometimes hard for me because I feel like my plate needs to be full all the time. I have to have lots going on. I have to be busy and doing this and that. But now I'm just trying to be like, no, this is what I want to do. This is what I can do to still feel like I'm a human being and that I can give back to my son, my loved ones, my friends, that I can feel like I can hold space for other people. And you've heard that expression, right? Happy mummy is that happy kids and happy husband and just happy. And that's the thing. It's not just mummies, but it's like everyone, It's like when we are full and happy, then everyone else is happy. We can really, that downward spirals, that just really shows up. And it's just like, when you see people in a bad mood and it's like, sometimes that can also affect us as well, that energy that they're putting out there. And of course, I'd rather be putting off good energy. I think most of us would. But I think it does start from within and really taking care of ourselves. So, I urge you this month, and I guess it came up with Valentine's Day as well, right? It's like, yes, like it's this time of love, but also that self-love as well, which I think is the hardest thing to practice. It's easy to give to other people. And I know being a parent as well, how easy it is to give and give and give to your kids and your families. But very rarely do we think about ourselves and give back to ourselves. So whether that's, if you like to do yoga or go for a swim or surf or whatever you like to do, or maybe you like to get your nails done or get a facial, get a massage or go for a walk. But just that something that brings you that kind of joy every day, something that where you can feel like you're a bit more at ease and you have that space and freedom. Maybe that means that you don't take on as much. And, I know that's hard because I like to take on a lot, but now I have to look at those things like, is this something that I will feel good about and that won't deplete me and that I won't regret? Same thing, I think, with social events. I used to be one of those people that used to always say yes to everything. Yes, I can go to this, I can go to that. And then time came to be like, I'm actually really tired and it just won't serve me or anyone else if I go and I'm really tired and I'm cranky and just don't feel like being there. I resent being there. So now, I'd rather be honest with the host or whatever and just be like, hey, this is what's going on with me right now. I just don't think I'd be that great a company to be with. I'm sorry. Not unless it's something like, okay, a big major thing like a wedding or something like that. But, like little things, meeting drinks or whatever for people for drinks. But, I think it's just not planning too much. And so now I do like to plan ahead, but I'm also trying to have that breathing space to really think about, okay, is this something that is going to serve me, that I'm going to feel good about, so that I can be there and still hold space for other people. So yeah, self-love, peeps, self-care, make sure you're doing something every day for yourself. And it doesn't mean maybe not doing something. It means maybe like, you know what? I need to give myself an extra half an hour to sleep. I need to not take on this project because that means that I'm going to be getting less sleep. I'm going to be busier. I'm going to be more stressed out. Do we need that? No, we don't need that extra stress and pressure. Well, I certainly don't. And I know for me to feel good and at ease and to feel healthy and where I feel at balance and where I can give back to other people, I know my limits. I've definitely gone over that and have tested my limits, those boundaries. But this year I'm saying, no, I want to feel at balance and at ease. So yeah, self-love, hopefully that shed a little bit of light on you. And as I said, it's easier said than done. We all know what we need to do. We all know what we should do. But when it comes to it, are we actually acting upon it? Are we actually doing that practice, what we're preaching, and really living our truth in that way we want to live? So with that, I will love you and leave you. I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are. And yeah, I'll check in with you guys next week. If you have any requests, anything you want me to podcast about, feel free to reach out with me. You can find me on Spotify and YouTube and Amazon and Instagram. So I'm all over social media. But thanks so much for listening, and I'll check in with you next week. Thanks. Bye.